Welcome back to Chakra Healing Coaching. My name is JR. My pronouns he, him, and his, and I'm a chakra coach. And I have two amazing guests on our show today. We have Danaysi.
Hello, everybody. Danaysi here. I am also a chakra coach, thanks to JR. I'm a Reiki master as well, and a transformative nurse coach.
Ooh, yeah.
This is always
And our
fun.
next guest that we have is Julia.
Hello, Reiki Master, Chakra Coach, and future hypnosis technician.
Yes, that's going to be exciting too. I can't wait.
Sorry. Yep, got to do that.
Well, our topic today, we have been mentioning several times within the last few videos that we've been together, and that is the golden path. And it's been something exciting that we have been wanting to discuss and go over, and today is the day, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to go over just a few things of like, what is the golden path? Some other things is how can we, if you want to say manifest or keep that golden path the way it needs to, or because we are creative individuals and powerful beings, we can also create stuff that we don't want to that takes us off of the golden path. So let's all just jump in. And we're going to do a quick mindfulness and meditation just to connect us with our higher self so that we are ready to receive and be able to really take these tools and improve our lives, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so of my amazing guest, is there a certain one that wants to start out the meditation?
Well, the golden path is, something that came when I was lost of which path to take, and the golden path was the chosen path. So that for me, it brings me back to like the golden gates of heaven, which what I learned when I was a little girl. This golden gates, but the golden path is different because the golden path takes me straight to that ultimate paradise, that ultimate higher self version of me that has already figured out everything that she wanted to do, who she is, where she works, what she does, her flow. She's figured it all out, and she's just waiting for me, guiding me through this golden path as I stumble my way through. So with that's a manifestation. Like, I am manifesting to become my higher self, and staying on that path is key, and there's an energy to it. So the meditation we could do, I mean, we all have a higher self, whether you are connected to it or not. You know, there's many ways that you can connect to it, because you see things, little tips and characteristics in different people that you don't have in yourself yet, or that you do, but you just haven't brought it out to the light or into existence. So our higher self is constantly guiding us, constantly telling us who we are, reminding us of who we are. And it's up to us to listen, to tune in, to be that person. So it's a practice, it's a daily practice, but the sooner we get there, the faster we manifest like our ideal life. So let's meditate on that and ground ourselves, because this is some high level manifestation. So some of the things that you could do for this meditation is to sit straight. We want that position of alignment, of empowerment, so that we can open up all of the chakras and be able to visualize this version, or at least tune in to that frequency, so that we can speak on that frequency. for the rest of the conversation. So finding a comfortable position and maybe putting your hands on your legs, your back is straight. You start to breathe in as your eyes close through your nose and breathing out through your mouth or your nose. And doing that a few more times. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling. And exhaling. Tuning into that center of our that heart chakra. Feeling in that warmth, placing one hand over your heart chakra and one hand over our belly button, our solar, sacral chakra areas. And connecting these 2 spaces. As you breathe deeply into the centers, start to imagine that as you're breathing into your sacral, solar, root chakra, you're breathing into that area. As you breathe out, you bring that energy up, all the way up, past your heart chakra, past your throat, your third eye, and lastly, your crown. So that energy is just flowing up. And as you breathe in, you bring that energy right back down from the highest dimension, the highest heaven. Bringing it all the way down gently to your belly button again. Expanding and breathing out with intention. Gently bringing up that light, that air, that oxygen, going up. And releasing. Just coming back to your natural breath. And for the purpose to continue with this podcast, we're going to quickly just ask our higher self to come forth, to show us our golden path. And to shed some light into that, to bring more awareness. To be able to share this topic from not just a high level, but something that everybody can understand. Even ourselves. Let's ask our higher self to meet us exactly where we are. And allow for some vision, some guidance for the next step towards that version of it. One day at a time, 1 week at a time, one lunar cycle at a time. Don't overwhelm it. Maybe you're seeing colors. Maybe you're hearing different things, messages. Maybe you're feeling parts of your body that you weren't previously aware of. If there's any tension, any anxiety anywhere in the body, breathe into that area. Pay attention to that area. Let's just notice what it is that wants to be seen, heard, understood. What parts of us are coming forward? Let's give them a name of an emotion. See what emotion is most prominent right now. For me, I have a little bit of anxiety right now. So what I want to do and I want to invite you to do is to think of what anxiety needs. Who would anxiety, which other emotion would anxiety feel comfortable with, that we can pair up? So I asked my higher self, what can I do to pair up anxiety with something more pleasant and grounding? And love shows up when in doubt. Let's pair anxiety with love. So let's let anxiety hang out with love for a little while until we get some more awareness of what it is that our higher self is trying to show us. As you continue to breathe, perhaps you're feeling different things in your body. There's tingling, anything cold or warm. Pay attention to that area that's waking up. For me, I felt it in my lower left leg, which is my feminine root side. Super powerful. Something from that area, from that part of my body is showing up to give me the awareness that I need to see where I need to go next, today, or the next week, or the next lunar cycle. So I'm going to tune in and see what it is. What kind of emotion do I need to pair up next with anxiety and love to be present? And joy shows up. So anxiety wants to be with joy and love. When anxiety is with joy and love, it's not so bad. But I still need anxiety to feel different. There's a little bit of judgment showing up for that anxiety, right? The judgment showing up to join the team. And I need something more pleasant because now judgment showed up. It's a little stiff in here. With anxiety and love and joy. So what would truly balance out this super team for me today to be my higher self? For you today to be your higher self? To feel like your higher self, that's the first step towards manifesting that version of us. And the way that we stay on that golden path is to continue to do these practices that we do as we find out what our higher self does and do what she does, do what he does, do what he or she do. And that's where discipline really becomes more of a privilege. I think we're good. I don't think we need anything else right now besides judgment, anxiety, love, and joy. We're gonna make those four our base for our pyramid today. And allow all those four emotions to join together as a new team. To collaborate. To bring the grounding that we need, the awareness that we need, and the vision that we need to see who we are, to accept who we are, to love who we are today, with judgment, but we're doing it in a loving, joyful way. We need good judgment. One that I like to bring in when in doubt is courage too. But that could really amp up your energy. That could really push you light years ahead. You gotta be ready to encourage with love and judgment and anxiety, and let's bring in kindness too, just to be safe, to be grounded. And just like that, I can feel my body calm down. I can finally feel my anxiety come back down. I feel safe. Taking in one last deep breath and asking your higher self to please join you and show you all the greatness that it wants to show you today, that you're ready. So check in with yourself. If there's any other emotions that you're feeling within you that are not comfortable, ask yourself, ask your higher self, what else do you need? What other ingredient do you need for this recipe so you could feel in alignment with your best self today in your body? Like, as you continue to breathe, continue to do that same exercise that you started doing when we started, which is breathing into that solar sacral root chakras, really pushing that air to your legs, expanding, and then bringing that back up, all the way the Hara line, the center of your body, all the way through to the top of the crown. And let's ground ourselves, bringing that energy right back down, all the way to the ground. Just returning back to your normal breath. Bringing the awareness to your tailbone, to your legs, visualizing these roots becoming thicker and stronger, grounding you to the ground beneath you, exactly where you are. That's exactly where you're meant to be. You feel these roots getting bigger and thicker and stronger. And it's always a good recipe to invite your body to release anything that's already served you with gratitude for how it did serve you. Just allowing that to nourish your roots. And while you're here, look around your roots, look around this space, see what tools you'll need to go on this journey over the next lunar cycle, or the next today, or the next week. What tools do you need to manifest your higher self? You may be feeling an overwhelming amount of energy in your body right now, so breathe. Don't suppress the energy. Allow it to flow right through you. You want to be like an open flow, like a circle of energy flowing from within you, outside of you, recycling everything that you need right back into your body and releasing everything that you don't need out so you can make room. We do not want to make anything that hasn't served us anymore feel negatively. It's not negative. It's served its purpose for us. So we graciously release it so that we can make room with good judgment. And maybe you're starting to feel some joy in your body. So maybe anxiety is not anxiety. It could be joy, it could be excitement. But if it feels a little unsettling or overwhelming for your body, for your system right now, just breathe, anchor yourself, and allow this energy to flow through you for a few breaths so you can feel that you can get comfortable with this new level of energy within you, which is not negative energy, and this is everything that you need. So just asking for guidance to properly channel this energy within ourselves, within our lives, to motivate us to take action, to be present, to be conscious. Just taking one last deep breath, and let's close this circle. Imagining light surrounding all 7 layers. This extra layers, layer 8. We're going to imagine a golden light completely encompassing all of our auras, all of the different layers that we are, through all the dimensions of our existence, there's this higher, bigger dimension protecting you fully in this golden light. And feel the safety in your body. Once you feel that safety, take one last cleansing breath. Hold it. And release. And then gently start to come back into your body. Moving your shoulders, moving your neck, moving your body as it needs to. Because the energy that you have asked to leave your body still has to exit in different ways. And we can talk about that throughout the rest of this podcast, how we channel this energy to serve us in our highest good. Okay, I'm done.
Awesome. So I just want to pose the question, if you want to say, for viewers. You know, how did you feel? How did you respond? What did you see? You know, what did you hear? Maybe even taste, smell, anything like that during your meditation today. You know, it's all very powerful, and it's all different and unique for each and every single one of us. So accessing that on what you saw is going to be very beneficial with the talk show today, because we're going to be sharing different things that we saw. And, you know, that's just as powerful, just hearing someone else, but make sure you're stepping in your own power, you know, whatever that is. Don't, so many times, and I think this is perfect for this golden path part too, is that we try to get on someone else's golden path. We see what they are doing, it excites us, and we want to do it too. Sometimes we try to make that happen, and we use our own energy. And when we do that, we're actually stealing our energy to go on our path and fulfill our path, because we think it's supposed to be someone else's. So whatever that we're sharing, you know, is just our view of what we saw, you know, what our higher self is saying, revealing to us to keep us on our golden path. But, you know, make sure that you are being very conscious about what your golden path is and what you need to do to access that, you know. So I just want to give you the power too, okay? We all have the power to go on our own golden path that's right for us. We all can access the higher person, the higher being that we are, to guide us to that golden path and go into whatever that looks like, you know? And this is a great meditation to align yourself with your, like, your inner self, and see what's going on. And then when you notice it, pulling in what you need. So I really like that. It's like, okay, now I feel this going on. I need to pull in this, you know, to help harmonize and stabilize you so that you can, you know, thrive, right? That's what we all want. And we want to see others do it, but we also want to make sure that we're fulfilling our path, right?
Absolutely. Very well said.
Right. Well, I just want to make sure that everyone understands that, you know, we all have our own path, and I know people understand that too, but sometimes we get a little clouded because we want to have someone else's path. You know, your path might be very similar, you know, but make sure you know that this is your path and not that person's path.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that being said, let's jump into you know, what we could do to pull this in and manifest if we need to. You know, thoughts are extremely powerful, and when we do a meditation like this, you know, we're accessing the higher self that's, you know, guiding us. So we can start to align ourselves with that and manifest what we're seeing. Okay? Likewise, thoughts create reality. So the way I like to explain it is you have a thought that's connected to an emotion, and that emotion creates your reality. Okay? So if you have high thoughts of the higher person on your golden path, you're going to stay on that golden path. You're going to recognize that thought. You're going to align your emotions to go along with that. Just like the meditation, we were going on, how are you feeling? What do you feel like? What is this? What do you need to add? Because when we start adding emotion and everything, and we have that thought, we are manifesting the reality that we are going towards. And everyone's is a little different.
Yeah, this was a game changer for me. Just recently, I had this awareness that I could not just, we're not just one emotion, even though we're usually expressing one emotion at a time. But I don't do that. I feel like I'm multi-emotional sometimes. So part of getting control of that is to deciding for myself what it is that I need, and accepting that and analyzing it and kind of being like the CEO of my emotions. And creating the recipe for the day that I want. Creating the recipe for exactly how I want to feel. I don't, sometimes I don't just want to feel joy. To be real, I want to feel joy, but I know judgment is going to show up because I have a certain mindset around that joy that I want to get. So that judgment will show up in that outfit. And I want good judgment. I don't want bad judgment. And that's when we flip that frame of judgment, of anger. Because their energy they're trying to go through. And they're trying to help us go through the challenges that we're facing. They're helping us see the path that we're headed towards. They're helping us open up the vision so that we're not going away from that vision. And what you said, JR, to that we try to go into other people's golden path or try to have other people's life, that could really disrupt where we're headed, because it's not in alignment. So, the best way to have somebody else's life that you like is to go on your own path and pick your own destination out of all the things that you see that other people that you like in other people's lives. When you follow that, you may even end up in their life.
That's true, yes.
But it's you.
When you're sharing that, what came to my mind is like you're making a recipe.
You're making your recipe.
Yes. And you get
with
to pick the ingredients.
Guidance.
Yes.
From your highest good. The person that already knows what's best for you.
Yes. And like you said, it may be part of the other person's life and path, but you're making your own recipe. It's like we're all making our own cake, and we're being guided to this cake or whatever food that you want to use. Okay. Cake just came up to me because usually it's a lot of the ingredients.
Your own taco, your own burrito.
Yes, right?
Your own spaceship burrito.
For me, it'd probably be some kind of Mediterranean dish with like rosemary and Italian seasoning and herbs and all that stuff. But you create your own recipe, but then you get to take this recipe and you get to go to the potluck with the people around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the connection. And we get to share with other people.
And I think
yeah.
And you got to put that judgment aside, because there's always going to be that judgment there from you, your inner self, your ego, your mini ego. And then you have society, you have your parents, you have your siblings, you have everybody will judge you. God will judge you. So when you talk about your higher path, your golden path, that's the path that God has set before you and you have agreed to together. In my head, you throw that judgment out the window, because it's just, if you know what you're doing is right with God and you, who cares about the other judgment?
Yeah, you
Like,
shift
that's kind of
the
how
bad judgment to good judgment. Because when we throw judgment completely out of the equation, then we're doing things a little chaotic too. Because judgment, our ego isn't really helpful.
Yeah.
And I see the ego as a little baby version of us, like a little brother or a little sister that, is hanging out with us, and he wants to be in control, but they don't have the experience and the wisdom that you've got because you're connected to your higher self. So with love and kindness and patience, you speak to your ego and you make the ego feel safe. Not to manipulate it. It can't be manipulated. It's just, you need to speak to it with good judgment. I mean, you could manipulate, you could use bad judgment, but now you're training your ego to not serve you in your highest good.
Yeah.
So we are capable of doing all of those things, but we're also capable of creating what's in the golden path. So good judgment.
Yeah. So the way that I am understanding this as well is that you have judgment, as in judging it so critically in a negative way. For example, like, who am I to do this? Who am I to go on this path? Blah, 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 judging it like that. But then you can turn it around and use good judgment, as in, is this going to get me where I need to go? Is this thought saying I'm not good enough? Is that going to get me to this higher path that I'm supposed to go on? You can start judging the ingredients for your dish. Is this going to make this dish taste amazing? Or am I going to toss some rotten food, some expired ingredients on this thing that I am creating and hope the best and bring it to this potluck for other people? So it's interesting when we're pulling in emotions that there is a flip side to emotions. So we can use it in our best interest to help us, propel us to our golden path and keep on going up it, or we can use it to destroy us.
And that's
I want to bring up the best dish I can. What was that?
The golden path is not self-destruction.
No, it's not. No. When you're
although sometimes it can feel like that, because sometimes we do have to destroy parts of us in a way so that something new can be birthed. So if you have a more beautiful way to do that or say that or bring that to awareness, please, one of you speak up, because that's where I'm at right now.
Well, it's kind of
like I just, for the first floor.
I'm distracted because my animals are going. So were you saying, so for me, in your meditation, what happened was when you had us in the ground, essentially as a plant, starting to grow roots. That's what I was doing. I had something happen in my personal life this week that when I was rooted, I used judgment to release completely. So all of that, everything that I set up for my path, which is really somebody else's path, another company's path, another you name it. It wasn't for me anymore. You know, I got rid of that. I let the ground absorb that. I let the ground, like how you said, judge it, convert the energy into love and happiness, and let me absorb that back in and absorb that divine light and let it alchemize into greatness because I can't do that old path anymore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that can be
You
really
know,
fun.
like that old path was not serving me. Yeah. And so then that's why I started crying because I felt like this huge relief, you know, and release is, I don't know what you did on that meditation, but like for me, it was like you made me release, or I released my higher self, released what I needed to breathe in and bring in what we need to for the higher good.
Yeah, for your golden path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I can totally relate to that. And that can feel very hard, which is why it's hard for us, many of us, to let go of something that is so close to us, but it no longer serves the purpose of where we're going.
Yeah.
This is rough because sometimes it's like people are really close to you, habits are really close to you, things are part of who you've been, and it feels like ripping off your skin.
Oh yeah.
But you've got to hang on to that good judgment and that courage and that self-love to move forward.
100%.
Yeah, I recently went to something like that is just really intense.
Yeah. I think we all
So
have.
honoring
Well,
that, honoring that takes a lot of courage, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been going through layers of that within the last 5 years. And it's layer after layer. Oh, look, there's a kitty cat.
Yep. Excuse Rufus. I'll be back.
But
Oh,
I've been going through
kitty cat.
layers and layers, you know, and this all started, I would say, about 5 years ago when I really started to align myself on my golden path. And every time that you get to that point that you had to shed this off again, it freaking hurts, you know? But if you don't, you don't grow and you don't go in this path that you have been called to. And a lot of the times why I think many people don't is because they're afraid of going through that process of letting go, that they hold back more.
Yeah, and then that's when you need to explore what minds are attached to that. You know, what fears are attached to that.
Right. Yeah.
That's a deep dive.
It is. It is.
That's a whole coaching session.
100%. And I would say for those that are watching too, and for some of us that's going through it very recently, I've been on this journey for at least 5 years, if not a little bit more than that. Whenever I was called to the holistic arts, you know, like I said, it was a moment of prayer and meditation. It came to me, and I started trying to run with this to figure out where is my golden path within this amazing dimensional pathway, you know, and I would say that one of the best things that I have learned within a little over a year ago is pulling in the animal energy that you're needing to get through that barrier.
Ooh.
So whatever it may look like, if you can imagine that animal and pulling in the support energy that they have, it can help you get through it.
For me, it's been a cat lately. I don't know why.
And then we had a cat jump on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dragonflies and cats. So that's
Yeah.
an interesting combination, dragonflies and
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah. I know many times if I am about to do something that, I'm very nervous about, um, whether that is like speaking in front of an audience, we all kind of get little jitters and stuff sometimes. But then I can stop and I pull in. For me, it's like the lion energy of the roar. When things are going like crazy and it seems like it's overwhelming, I take a moment. I say, no, I'm pulling in the lion energy, and it's going to be the roar that is going to like push back all the negative energy that is coming towards me. And when I take that on, I have the courage and feel that moment of I can do this and keep going.
Yeah,
I do this
channeling.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and it's just taking those attributes of the different animals around us,
Yeah, the jaguar has been, I know that dragonfly and the cat is just the beginning of a jaguar, which I know I've known already for a year. When I first sat with, in a ceremony with ayahuasca, that was really presented to me, like the jaguar. That scared me. I knew that was like my ultimate fear, to look into a jaguar's eyes and not feel afraid.
Yeah.
So, baby training steps. And
Well,
that can manifest.
but you're talking about your jaguar energy, and there's a.
What was that?
I had literal like howling in the background, like ow, like painful, like need to let this energy out. And you're talking about your jaguar energy, and I had it muted the whole time. I'm like,
wow.
That's why I was like, what is going on out there?
Oh, girl, exactly what it needs to. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's 10:10 too,
so that's what happens with this meditation. Like, it's powerful because you're bringing your reality, like your quantum future reality, into your present.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you're smashing dimensions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, you're pulling in parts of it to do that. Yes.
And merging timelines to your highest.
Yeah.
Ability.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, we have the power to do that. To pull in
We're freaking powerful.
Other ones.
We do it all the time.
And then this is kind of
we do it all the time. With the things that we say, our thoughts create our reality. Sometimes our reality seems shitty. We're having shitty thoughts.
Yes.
I was just going to go there. Like, as to where JR kind of wanted to go. Like, you're either going to manifest positive or you're going to manifest negative. Like with your thoughts, with your words, and it's all connected. Your thoughts create your feelings and your behaviors. So you want those thoughts to be of highest good. So you can be of highest good, and only you can control that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. How would you like to close this, Julie?
Everything got quiet.
How would you like to close this?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Jaguar there.
We're getting close to that time, so you beat me to it.
All right. Well, let's do a little quick meditation to wrap up, and just everybody just kind of take a quick second and just settle. Close your eyes. It doesn't matter where you are, standing, sitting, laying down. I like to lay down a lot. But Just really ask God, Source, your angels, your spirit guides, to just really come in and allow you to just fully relax. Envision this gold light just warming you up, just like a sunny day at the beach. As you just breathe and exist, I will lead in a quick prayer to thank God and the angels for all the realizations that we've had today on this little show between friends. We hope that this leads everyone to the next steps of their head. We hope that this has been able to help just one person. That would be great. And God, can you help everybody in their transition? Because stepping away from everything that they were taught is hard into something that is new and scary. So please give them the wings of strength that they need and the courage to step out on their own. And as you're breathing, just truly envision you in your happy place. Your cells are happy. Everywhere from the top of your head, that smile on your face, the joy in your heart, the flipping of your stomach, for the butterflies in your stomach. You feel good. You feel happy. What does that place look like? Is it green? Is it out in the woods? Is it in your nice warm bed? Is it on the beach with your best friend or your dog? Is it at work? Find that happy place and just sit there and ask your highest good, how can I spend the majority of my life here? How can I help people here? How can I truly be me here? How can I be a success the way I want to be a success here? Ask for guidance to be given. Ask for friends to come along your path, to join you. How does that feel? Have you calmed down being in your happy place, knowing you've envisioned something that made you truly happy? Now just team up with God and the angels and yourself and make a pact right now. I will be in my happy place. I will find my happy, and I will be there. And with the powers of energy and manifestation, you shall be there. You shall work and be disciplined and be there. We all can make magic happen in our life. So just sit there in your happy place for a couple more minutes and just breathe it in. How are you getting there? And we just want to thank God for all his guidance. If you still are getting messages like I am, just sit with it. Pause the video and just sit with it. Okay? You will get to where you need to be. You just need to make that a mission of yours, okay? And when you feel ready, just open your eyes, wiggle your toes, smile a few times, and thank God. Thank you. Have a great
Beautiful. Powerful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel more grounded.
Oh, good.
I had coffee today, so anxiety was the first thing that showed up for me because I'm not used to this much boom, 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 boom anymore.
Yeah.
So this was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you both. And just as a closing, I'll make sure that we had the little pop-up things about how to contact each one of us if you would like to go a little deeper. You know, if you need a coach to help you go through this process to get you to the golden path, to pull in what you need to from the higher self, that dimension, and manifesting it now, we all would love to be there to help guide you and support you during that. As you can see, emails are popping up right now. So hit us up, reach out, go to the websites and everything. We want to help you out with one-on-one coaching or whatever it may be to help you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And we will catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Be on your golden path. Whoa. Wow.
Okay. That was awesome.
That was great. Thank you. We're doing something for ourselves.
Oh my God. I don't know where I am.
Right. So I'm not sure how to make this stop recording without hanging up. So it's still recording, but I will cut it out, okay? Just to let you know.
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe.
Bloopers. No.
Oh no. Hopefully you can edit this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still showing that it's recording. I don't know. I hit stop. Like I said, it's a new one. I'm still working it out. So
Yeah. So we're all in this trial phase with this new version of us.
yes, yeah, and I'm loving this new version of me this year.
Oh, me too.
Oh, me too.
I mean, geez, I'm gonna have to go here very soon, but.
Well, I think it is. It says when the recording is done, you may need to stick around a little to upload your high quality recording.
Okay.
It says 99% uploading.
Ah, okay.
And the actual recording is higher quality.
Wow, this is pretty cool. JR, can you send? Did you say it's gonna have clips of the?
Yeah, it does like AI generated.
It's supposed to, yes.
Sweet. Yeah, can you send those to me?
Sure.
Oh,
And use it to market this and channel it. I've been putting it on my YouTube as part of like the From Trauma to Triumph podcast.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's just added into that from your website. I just linked that. It's letting me do it. I'm figuring it out.
Go for it.
You guys want to see something cool?
Yes. It's a little blurry at the
So
moment.
this is a river oyster shell back in the 1800s, I believe, right around this little area in Rockport. I live on the river, essentially, and I go down to the river with my friends because we were all essentially fired from our job and have free time now. So we go, and this was an old button. They had a button factory, and so they would have people dig up clams from the river, and then they would turn them into buttons, and then would be on women. clothes back in the day,
Huh.
and it
I
washed
thought
up
it
from the
was a
river.
little kitty cat, like, toy.
No, it's literally an oyster shell.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Carla has like 5 of them.
Florida?
I guess this button building was just right down the street, and they're
Yeah.
still washing up on the shores. Yeah.
Oh, man. There's all kinds of things coming up from the surface.
Yeah. Yeah. Many
Love it.
things
Yes, there is.
are surfacing and pathways are being created.
We're using our minds differently.
Yeah.
We definitely are. Like, I think I think since the eclipse, a lot has happened.
Mm.
The energies.
This year's wild.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a
And
wild
it's not
January.
over.
And it's, you guys, it's an election year. Trump was just found guilty of all 34 counts.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is not normal. What is
And
going
that doesn't
on?
stop him from going.
Yeah, like outside of like all chaos, this is all going on in the United States.
And that still doesn't stop
It's election.
him from going for president.
Yeah.
No. Would it stop you? Like, all this is proved is you can what did I read? Yeah. All this is proving is you can now get former presidents in trouble. And I was like, oh, well, this is setting the stage.
Mm.
And like how you said, it's bringing everything up. That's what's going on as a whole. I think in the whole, like, earth.
Yeah.
Ever since all these, like, what are the earthquakes? The earthquakes, the volcanoes. There's
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on with Mother Earth, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
What a beautiful surprise to see you here, Julia. I like this.
Wow, I love it too. It was great seeing you. I was really excited.
Right.
And
Yeah.
thank you, JR, for setting this up.
Definitely.
You're welcome. Like I said, it's just been the year of just all kinds of cool manifestations, and it just keeps on and keeps on.
That's right.
Even if it's the smallest things, I've been wanting forever, it's happening. So,
I see a
That's
party
why
soon. Manifesting a party soon.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe the
Sorry.
full moon. Maybe the June full moon. It is. It's got to be the June full moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be a strawberry moon.
Oh,
Right. The next one.
this full moon is going down. Everything's happening on the
Yes.
full moon. I can feel it.
In my head.
Love.
The Pitbull song.
Love.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna have to get going.
Me too.
Sorry.
This was fun.
You're fine. I
Have
just
a
gotta
great
get the
day.
phone
Happy
for that.
Friday.
Yes. Goodbye. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Keep
Love you guys.
As
going
soon
after
as
that
you
path,
have it, I
okay?
can't wait to post it. This is so awesome.
Okay. I definitely will.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.